Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back again with a new poem of class 12th, Punishment in the Kindergarten. Today I will be discussing the explanation of the poem stanza wise, and at the end of the video I will discuss the summary of the poem in brief. So before starting with the explanation of the poem stanza wise, firstly let us know about the writer Kamla Das. Kamla Das as a writer is very famous and renowned. She is also called as a mother of Indian English poetry. She was born on 31 1934 March in India in a very high status family. She grew up in Calcutta. She began her poetry writing at very early childhood. She got married when she was just 15 to a banking executive, Madhav Das. Her writings are written in Malayalam and as well as English. She is Madhav Kutti to her Malayalam readers and Kamla Das to her English patrons. Her most of the work is based on her real life experience. She is a notable writer of her time. Now, let us discuss about the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is nostalgia, feelings, and the sense of moving on with life. Because this poem contains a lesson for the teachers and it speaks in two voices, that is the voice of a child and the voice of the adult who is matured enough to see and think rationally. This poem is about her own past experiences, so that's why the theme is nostalgia. Now, as far as the title is concerned, it deals with the poetess incident on a picnic day where she was punished by her teacher for just sitting aloof, and at that time she was in kindergarten, and that's why the poem is titled as The Punishment in the Kindergarten, and that punishment had a great impact on her mind. Now, let's start with the first stanza. Today, the world is little more my own, and no need to remember the pain. A blue frocked woman caused throwing words at me like pots and pans, and to drain that honey colored day of peace. Why don't you join the others? What a peculiar child you are. The poet is now here saying that she is adult now. She is the mistress of her own world. Now she has her emotion under her control. She finds no need to remember the past day on which her teacher, that is blue frocked woman, rebuked her. She had gone on a picnic and teacher had used harsh words for her for just sitting aloof. And her voice was as loud as the sound of the empty pots and pans. The words of the teachers had hurt her many times on fine day. The painful experience of that day still haunts her. Now in the second stanza, on the lawn in a cluster sat my schoolmates sipping sugarcane. They turned and laughed. Children are funny things. They laugh in mirth at others' tears. I buried my face in the sun-warmed hedge and smelled the flowers like and the pain. She was very much astonished to see her classmates' response against her insult. She said they were sipping sugarcane and on hearing bad remarks of teacher, they all felt happy. They were happy on her tears. They laughed at her, and the poetess feels that children are the funny things. They laugh at the other's sorrow and enjoy others' tears too. She was angry with the schoolmates for laughing, and she felt insulted. So she hid her face in the sun-warmed hedges, where her pain and the smell of the flowers mingled with each other. So next stanza is your the words are muffled now. The laughing face is only a blur. The airs have sped along, stopping briefly at beloved halls, and moving badly on. My mind has found an adult peace. Now she tells that now she is a matured into and she is matured enough and she has matured into an adult. The faces of her friends are blurred, they are dim. She has found the adult piece too, but now she's not as sensitive as she was in her childhood. She feels that now there is no need to remember the pain of her teacher's punishment of on a fine picnic day, as she has found adult peace. But does not and need to remember the unpleasant events of her childhood. So but still she the that things are imprinted on her mind memory, and still that haunts her. So in this poem, the poetess urges teachers that they should not deal their pupils in an unkind manner, and she also feels that the mental punishments are more painful than physical punishment. She was hurt by her teacher's unkind remarks, and they still bother her. Now, in this, as far as the summary is given, summary is going on. So the incident जो था वो किंडरगार्टन में हुआ, जब वो बहुत छोटी सी ब्लू फ्रॉक वुमन जो है वो अपनी टीचर की बात कर रहे हैं, जिन्होंने बिना सोचे समझे उसको डांट दिया जस्ट बिकॉज वो अकेली बैठी थी। वो उसको बहुत इंसल्टेड फील हुआ बिकॉज वो छोटा बच्चा थी और उसको समझ ही नहीं आया कि किस बात के लिए उसको डांटा। और उसको ज़्यादा बुरा ये लगा कि उसकी डांट के जब उसकी टीचर ने उसको डांटा तो वो दोनों से अनहैप्पी थी, अपने टीचर से भी और बच्चों से भी, जो उसके रोने पे हंसे। और वो जो चीज़ है वो एक इम्प्रिंट हो गई है उसकी मेमोरी में, जो अब वो बड़ी भी हो गई है लेकिन वो स्टिल उसको भुला नहीं पाती है। हालांकि शब्द भी जो है वेग हो गए हैं, शक्लें भी उसको पहचान में नहीं है कौन कौन थे बच्चे उस वक्त, लेकिन फिर भी वो कहती है अडल्ट पीस मिलने के बाद, मतलब अब मैं राइटर हूँ बहुत रिनाउंड, लेकिन फिर भी मुझे वो आज तक इंसिडेंट नहीं भूला जो मेरे को टीचर ने हार्श वर्ड्स बोले थे और बिना कारण बोले थे, जस्ट बिकॉज वो अलग बैठी थी क्योंकि वो सेंसिटिव थी। तो वो कहती है ये जो प्रेजेंट पीस जो है मेरा, ये भी उसको धो नहीं पा रहा जो मुझे मेमोरी मिली है बैड अपने बचपन में। सो वो अर्ज करती है टीचर्स को कि वो ऐसे ना डील करे बच्चों को, पहले वो जाने समझे फिर बोले, क्योंकि आपकी फिजिकल पनिशमेंट फिर भूल जाएगा बच्चा, लेकिन जो मेंटल पनिशमेंट नहीं भूलेगा। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर पोइम Punishment in the Kindergarten. I hope you have understood. So stay tuned with me for the next videos. Thank you so much.